and we're visiting Alfa Romeo Klubas from Lithuania team. At this point, at the moment, they are second in the racetrack. What can you say about this race today?
The streets are scary. It's really wet. At least it wasn't at the beginning. But then the rain eased off, and then the tires warmed up, and it began like you felt that the car is doing okay. So the first like 10 laps were really difficult, but then everything settled down and it became manageable. So it's good.
As far as we know, you had to prepare a car before the racing, and you had some issues with the scrutineers, but you fixed everything and you started. Everything seems fine. At least it seems fine. Is everything okay in the technical situation? I mean, do you have any technical issues?
No, at least for now the car feels fine, and we don't have any worries at all.
Okay. Do you feel that you're going slowly than comparing to practice?
It's difficult to compare since it's wet, and it's really wet, and you're driving on full wet tires rather than slicks. But I think that our times show that we are quite quick on the wet track. So
okay, what are the expectations for the race?
The expectations is just to finish firstly, to not break down, and if we manage to do that, the result will be very high. I can promise you that.
Well, thank you. Have a good time in the race.
Thanks.
Yes, Alfa Romeo team, we had some issues during the first scrutineering, because we had a private testing before the race, and scrutineers saw that the noise of the car, it could be not in the limits, so they checked it. It's allowed at 110 decibels here, and it was 112, so we needed to rebuild the car. And before the race, there was some parade in the nice city of Tarno to show the cars for the people and for the drivers also to see the town.
Yeah, 43,000 people live in this city, and it's just for vacation. A city for vacation, a city to rest, to come in the summer and at winter. It's, as you said, it's very empty.
Yes, during the winter time it's almost completely empty, but during the summer it's almost party everywhere.
So yeah, the race is in the summertime, so they can enjoy people and the good times, but of course mainly concentrated on the race. So as we see, the Honda is back on track, and they fixed that problem that they had.
We are back at the box of the team number 16, Medinas Ratlinkis. They were fighting with technical issues. So how come we just talked that you don't know if you will be back in the track? So we can see you now racing.
Our mechanic, which one? This one? Grazie. Oh, this one did the best. Good. So you can ask him.
What did you do? How you managed to solve this?
I tried to repair the axles, and I think I did it.
It seems like you did.
Seems like I did it. I hope we will finish it.
Okay, guys, just try to avoid more technical.
I'm just doing my job.
Good job. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
So here we see the Honda and a very happy team, and the mechanic, as we spoke in the race, did something magical and made up the piece that was missing. He constructed it from nothing, as
we have
he said.
a new team with no spare parts, but somehow we managed to fix it, and now we are back on the track and doing very good lap times. Sure, we are now in position number 9, And
We are visiting
Alfa
team
Romeo
number 5, Greičio Academia, Speed Academy,
three.
it would be in English.
In the
And
third place,
Rolando Solis just
and
left the
Greičio
car.
Academia.
What would be the prognosis? What is the opinion and what is the feeling after the lap in here?
Our team number is 95, and I'm not sure if I'm wet from the sweat or from the rain, but it's difficult. It's windy, it blows you off the track, it's puddles, so you always have to catch the car. It's difficult to drive behind somebody who is a little bit slower, so it's difficult to pass them, but they're in their way, so you're always in the rain. You're never sure it's raining or it's not.
So, and as we see, the first crash of the race, and BMW is nearly destroyed its front.
yes, it's on start-finish straight. And the one and only place where the barriers are very close to the track. So it was really not...
Yeah, the one place that you can crash in.
Yes,
and he
the
crashed
one and
in.
only. Yeah, but I think it was because of really bad conditions. The wind it remained the same. You can see the marshals with flags really doing a difficult, very difficult job. But the rain started again, and more rain was coming. So this crash was because of the aquaplaning on the start-finish straight. You can see right now.
Yeah, we see the replay right now. And here is the right corner into the start-finish line. And as we see,
Just suddenly, the control was lost, and that's it.
I mean, it looks like someone hit you in the back and you just crashed.
Yes, really terrible accident, and the driver can do nothing.
We're talking to one of the team managers of GR Motorsport, visiting our racing track. We just saw the car crashing. What happened?
Aquaplaning. 3 laps ago it was already too wet to drive. So and he was just on a straight, no steering, just on throttle. Whoop, car went off into the barrier.
So it seems like water is staying on the racing track. It's not going.
A lot of water. It's really too dangerous to drive now.
Okay, and how is things with the other car you have?
Other car is good, just refueled, ready to go for another hour. So, and he's still also complaining about the water, the standing water on track.
Okay, well, thank you. We hope that it's not too much damage made to the car.
I think it is, but we will see it though.
So 3 laps
thank you,
before
thank
they
you.
said it was very dangerous. So
Yes, we were communicating with the team. The driver was communicating with the team manager, and he complained that there was a lot of standing water. I think the stewards did mistake not to put a safety car because of such terrible conditions, or even to put code 60 and or to slow the cars down, to just wait for rain to calm down. But now it is like it is. It's a crash, and the race was red flagged. It was stopped for almost 1 hour. All the cars was in the pit lane, waiting for better conditions. And then later the rain stopped again. But at this moment, midway through Hankook Baltic 1000 kilometers race, the leader was GR Motorsport 1 with this blue BMW. And in second place, only 1 lap behind, was Lithuanian team Igor Lankai with Volkswagen Golf. And the third place, Alfa Romeo with Alfa Romeo GT. And the second and third places is separated only by 30 seconds. So it was the results before the crash, before the red flag. Really good fight.
and as we see the damaged car, even the windshield is broken. So a huge hit, and the car did not return to the race. GR Motorsport decided that they won't come back. But the other car, of course, came back, but the
Yeah, the white one. Its race is finished for the white one, and now the drivers preparing for the restart. Conditions still terrible, but the barriers on the start-finish straight was fixed, so we are ready to continue. And the agreement between the teams and the stewards was that they will try to increase speed lap by lap behind the safety car to see the real conditions on the track. Is it possible to race? And they did almost 15 laps behind the safety car.
Yeah, and as you said, here are the racing leaders. JR Motorsport 1, the Alpha, and the Igor Lankai.
Yes, and you also can see that the speed is almost identical. It's not almost, it's identical of second and third places. It's 119 kilometers per hour in such terrible conditions. Yeah, it's really fast.
Yeah, the drivers claim that they drive very cautious and very carefully, but as we see, the speeds are not so bad.
In the racing track, we are visiting Igor Lankai team number 9. They are also participating in diesel class. So how is everything so far?
So at the moment everything is okay. We're driving, not making any mistakes, so everything is good.
The safety car is still on the track. And it was like
we were
10 or
waiting.
15
Stewards was waiting for information from the teams. Are we ready?